Thought they played very hard. Need to make a couple more plays. Critical situations would have turned the tide for us. We didn't get that done. We made a number of plays. And we got one game left to try to get it done, try to make the playoffs. What questions do you have?
Jamison Hensley.
John, there's a lot of things as far as with playoff implications. What do you feel like was kind of your message to the team with one game remaining?
Win, find a way to win the game. That's our message.
Kurt McEwen.
John, tough loss. Your thoughts on the play of Chuck Clark? He really stood out today, I thought.
Yeah, Chuck was good. It's good to see the interceptions. It was good to see, us, break through in that area. We've been working hard, find a way to get some turnovers, and Chuck just made 2 great plays back there. And the guys, basically in the secondary for the most part, thought we played good, sound football in the back end. That was good to see.
Jeff Zaribek.
John, what was the deal with Bradley Bozeman? We didn't see him for warm-ups, and then he wasn't on the field. Did you not have a chance to kind of make a roster move there before the inactive list was came out?
That's what happened. Yeah, he was very sick, and we didn't have a chance to make a roster move when it was determined he wasn't going to be able to start. He was available to us in an emergency, but he was not able to play right at the last moment there.
Jerry Coleman.
Hey, Coach, what did you see from the 4th down conversion coverage there with Beckham and then the subsequent touchdown?
I thought we had him covered. It was a tight combination coverage there, a man combination coverage that we use. It's just a great. Obviously, it was a great. I think simply a great play by them. I mean, the throw was right where it needed to be. He made a great catch right there at the sticks. I don't really fault the coverage. It was a nice play by them.
Charles Walker.
John, did you feel that Tyler Huntley again showed really good poise, I guess, in answering? I mean, as you said, you guys made your mistakes on offense, but it seemed like he would come back and have a drive each time that happened.
Yeah, he played poise game. He made some plays. I'm sure his plays he's going to want to have back. I mean, we're looking. We're going to judge all of our players by the highest standard, and as a starting quarterback, there's plays he could have made there too. With his legs and with his arm, but he also made a number of plays and operated for the most part well. The delay games are disappointing between him and the center, but they'll work those out, and that's where we're at.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Chuck Clark available for you. We'll get it started here with Jamison Hensley.
Chuck, a lot of close losses over the past month, a little over a month. What do you feel has been kind of the big reason for not being able to win those close games?
I think it just comes back to us finishing as a team in all phases. We've had a couple of those, well, a lot of those in the beginning of the year, and we was pulling them out, we was finishing, but I guess just the small details and things of that, like all of us on all phases, doing what we have to do in our part to finish.
Ryan Mee.
Yeah, Chuck, for you personally, I know the win matters more, but to get 2 interceptions in your first career pick 6, just what was that first half like for you?
It felt good, but I mean, it don't mean nothing if we can't, do what we got to do as a team. Individual goals is cool, but I'm more about team goals.
Kurt McEwen.
Hey, Chuck, what did you see on that first interception? It seemed like they kept going to Higbee exclusively, and then you must have seen something in the film and jumped that pass. What did you see on that first one?
It was just something that I seen on film, kind of like individually this week, and kind of had that same play in practice. Had a collision with somebody, but just seen it again in the game, and I was like, got to make it. Like I said earlier, in all phases, you got to be able to do your part. So I guess that was my part to do something, but yeah.
Sean Stepner.
Hey, Chuck. Obviously, after this loss, the path to playoffs is slim, but you guys are still alive. Where does this team go from here? Where does this leave you?
Excuse me, you're a little muffled. I can't really hear your question. Can you repeat it? No, you muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry, Chuck. After this loss, obviously the path to playoffs, it's a slim chances, but you guys are still alive. Where does this leave this team after today's game, and what's your kind of attitude and mindset?
We don't know how the rest of the league gonna shake out. You know what's gonna happen, but with one game left, we know that we can control what we can control. We can't control anybody else's win-loss outcome. We just got to go out next week and do our part and win and control that.
Charles Walker.
Chuck, to your mind, what happened on their last scoring drive? Were they just executing their offense very well? I mean, did you feel like you guys had a few breakdowns? What was kind of your assessment of that last drive?
They just made some good throws and catches. I mean, that's just what it came down to. They just made good catches and throws.
Jeff Sareebat.
Chuck, was there anything specific in the ways of adjustments they made, considering you guys got off to such a good start offensively? It seemed like they were doing some stuff and getting some guys open in the middle of the field.
Nah, I think they pretty much stuck to what they was gonna do. They stuck to their offense. Honestly, they missed a few early in the game, but then they, like I said, just stuck with it.
We'll close it out here with Mark Viviano.
Hey, Chuck, 4 of the last 5 games, you guys have lost by 1 or 2 points. And given the state of the many of guys who are missing from your roster, do you take anything from that is positive? And I know it's hard to when you lose the games.
I think the positive to take from it is that we got a fighting team. It's just like this city. I say it a lot. Everybody on this team is a fighter. This city is full of fighters, tough, tenacious people, overcoming. So I think that just with the team and the city, it just spills over, goes hand in hand.
Chuck, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Welcome back, everyone. Appreciate you joining us. We have Tavon Young available for you. We'll get it started here with Jamison Hensley.
Hey, Vaughn, what's kind of, you've seen how many close losses this team has had. What do you think has been the difference in those wins and losses in those close games?
I feel like no matter what the outcome is, we always fought hard. It was games we gave up big plays than others, but at the end of the day, we got to close games.
Jerry Coleman.
Tavon, can you take us through the play with Odell there at the end? It looked like you were right on him, and it was very close to being a first down.
It was just simply just a good pass, good catch. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. I had good coverage, made a good catch.
Kirk McEwen.
Tavon, what are your thoughts on Cooper Kupp after seeing him up close? He's having a historic year, close to a triple crown with catches, receiving yards, and touchdowns. What were your thoughts on seeing him up close?
He's a great receiver, you know. Stats don't lie, numbers don't lie, you know. Shouts out to him, man. He's a baller. You know, we did our thing. We kind of held him. He got 1 touchdown, but, you know, it is what it is. He's a good player. Good players make good plays. We made plays. They made plays.
Garrett Downing.
Hey, Tavon, could you just talk about how kind of challenging this season has been? You've had so many close games and just kind of the big picture challenging aspect of this season.
Man, I don't think I've been a part of the season with this many close games ever in my life. All those overtime games, you know, them last drive games, it's been crazy. But like I said, we're going to fight regardless, no matter the outcome. That's all you're going to always see us flying around.
Kevin Richardson.
Tavon, we saw Marcus Peters on the sideline quite a bit. Was he able to help you guys with formations and with defense at all?
Oh, yeah. MP, yeah, he was talking to us. We was coming up to us after every series, you know, telling us what he's seen or what they might come and do next series, like, you know, just being a teammate.
We're going to Cordell Woodland.
Hey, Tavon, like you said, you guys did a pretty decent job overall on Cooper. A couple of times it seemed like he was wide open. Were those more so right place, right time, or just a couple of miscommunication?
I got to get back and watch the film. I can't really tell you off the bat. I just got to watch film. But, Yeah. When we were in man, you know, we were there. It probably was a zone play if anything, but you know, I can't call it. I gotta watch it on film.
We'll go to Charles Walker.
Tavon, can you describe the mood in the locker room right after the game? I mean, what did Coach say to you guys, and what were you guys kind of saying to each other?
Just keep fighting. All we can control is winning next week. Keep our heads up. Let's go.
Tavon, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone. Appreciate you joining us. We have Tyler Huntley available for you. We'll get it started here with Jamison Hensley.
Tyler, this was a critical game for you guys, playoff hopes. What's kind of, right now, you're in the team mindset heading into that final game?
We had to play our best football, but we played a little bit under that.
Go to Jeff Sharibeck.
Tyler, what happened down there on that first and goal? You had a first and goal from the 5. There was a delayed game penalty. What did you kind of see? It looked like you were arguing to the ref on that one.
I think not going against the ref, I just think they shorthanded us right there. I was looking at the clock. I called for it with like 1 second left. The ball came. I seen it touch 0. I felt like they just shorthanded us right there.
Ryan Mick.
Yeah, Steve, just how tough was it to move the ball offensively, but then have to settle for field goals, especially there at the end?
The Rams got a good defense, a great defense. They played very physical down there. And we just came up short every time we got down there.
Charles Walker.
Tyler, what happened on that interception right before halftime? It looked like you and Marquise were maybe not on the same page with the route. What happened there?
Hollywood beat them a different way that I was thinking it was just a miscommunication, you know. I wish I could have that one back. That was one of those ones you want to have back. But football is football. kudos to number 4. He made a good play right there.
Garrett Downing.
Yes, Lou, for you, just, you've had the opportunity to start now a few games. What have you taken from this, and how do you try to kind of improve off of what you've done here the last few weeks?
We got to stop hurting ourselves. We control the game the whole game. We just got to stop hurting ourselves at the end of the day and score points.
Tyler, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Yep.
guys.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have Mark Andrews available for you. We'll get it started here with Jamison Hensley.
Mark, early in the year, the Ravens did a pretty good job winning these close games. What do you think has been the difference lately in the inability to win those 1-2 point games?
I mean, football is a game of inches, you know what I mean? So it's like, that belief and that, that fight that this team has is still there. And, obviously in the beginning of the season we had a bunch of those and came out on top. But, that's just sometimes that's just the way it goes, It's just kind of the way things went. It was a close game. We were right there to the very end. I wish it would have gone our way, just a couple little things here and there, and we win that game. But, it's football.
Sean Stepner.
Hey, Mark, obviously with this loss, the path to playoffs, it hurts it a lot, but you guys are still alive. What's the team's mindset heading into the final week of the regular season here?
We got our division rival, coming into our house, and so it's going to be a big game. Like I said, man, this team doesn't quit. We're not going to stop. So it's all hands on deck. We're going to be ready to go.
Ryan Meek.
Yeah, Mark, I know it's not the game that you wanted to get it in necessarily, but to set the new record, what does that mean to you even in a loss?
It's an honor, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, great players that have played here, and I've played with a lot of great players. And, without my teammates, without the guys, throwing me the ball, pass protecting, my receivers on the outside, my tight end room, man, shout out to them. Without all those guys, man, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And so they push me to be great each and every day, and that's what we all do. We're all working to be the best that we can be. And, again, I'm honored. It's humbling to be able to be in this position that I am.
Cliff Brown.
Yeah, Mark, you guys had some really long, really good drives that ended in field goals, not touchdowns. How frustrating was that? And was there any point where you were thinking maybe, that might come back to haunt you guys?
Yeah, it's like you said, that's super frustrating. A lot of great drives, a lot of good things, a lot of guys stepping up, making plays, run game is going. The linemen were driving guys off the ball, and so we were moving the ball real well. But I knew that last drive before the very end of the game, with that field goal, I knew that was big. But we just got to find ways to score points. That's about it.
Jeff Sarebek.
Mark, it looked like on that third down, I think it was 3rd and 9 after the delayed game, you threw your hands up in the air in the back of the end zone. Did you feel like that play was coming to you and you were open there for a chance at a touchdown?
No, not at all. I think I was just frustrated. Obviously, I thought that Snoop had got off, on the first play when it was like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, I thought that, we were going to be able to get that ball off, but, they were in and out on the red zone there. So, the ball's not supposed to go to me, but just frustration, man. Obviously, like I said, I just wanted to score. I knew what that meant, for that game, and, just kind of going down the line, and that's what happened. So, I was just frustrated, knew what it meant, and really wanted 6 points there.
Kirk McEwen.
Hey, Mark, congratulations on the record and a losing effort. Can you feel a change in the momentum on the field? It felt like towards the end of the first half when they were able to score before halftime, that gave them a little shot in the arm. Do you feel that, or is that just too early in the game to feel a change in momentum?
I think it's too early. I don't think there was a point in this game where, I thought we were in control the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I thought, it was a team effort. Defense, stepped up, balled out, and then offensively we did a lot of great things. And when you control a game, the whole game, which I felt like we did, and you end up losing, man, it just hurts,
Childs Walker.
Mark, obviously we're not in the locker room like we would have been in past years. What was the tone in there today after the game? Was there more disappointment than the last few, or still kind of looking forward?
No, obviously you guys know Coach Harbaugh, and I said this earlier. We got our division rivals coming into our house for the 17th game, and so he was proud of us. He was proud of the way we fought. the way the guys battled. Like I said, there was a lot of great things, and he let us know that there was a lot of great things, but we got to be able to win games, and so that's why we're gonna be ready to go.
Ryan Meek.
Yeah, Mark, just considering all the guys that have been out with injuries and COVID over this losing streak, there's been a lot of moral victories. Obviously, you guys have played really tough, but I mean, does it make it even more frustrating because you've been so close to getting wins that a lot of people probably thought you didn't have a chance to get, considering all the players that were missing?
I mean, we don't do this thing for moral victories, A loss is a loss. That stuff still just, burns. It sucks. And, yeah, man, we don't do this for moral victories, man. We're trying to win. This is the Ravens, and that's what we do. We win games, and we're going to get back on track.
We'll close it out here with Jamison Hensley.
Mark, how did you feel Tyler Huntley played today?
Man, he's an impressive quarterback. I think just the way he sees the game, he's awesome, man. It's been incredibly fun to be able to play with him, and like I said, he's learned a lot from a guy like MVP Lamar. So the sky's is the limit for him. I just encourage him to keep his head up because he's gonna be a dangerous player in this league for a long time, man. He's special.
Hey, Mark, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
To the media corps, that'll end our post-game availability today. We really appreciate you joining us. Happy New Year and have a good one.